Hello, humans! It's me again! And guess what? It's another drawing book! Yes, and then I have another one after this, but I'm not going to do a video of that for a while. But anyways, I know you guys like short videos, so let's get to the point. Here's the first drawing. This is Iron Man and Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange is disgusted for some reason. And it's probably because Iron Man has an ugly haircut. And the next picture, this is the Winter Soldier or Bucky and Sam Wilson. He's got red bandana over his mouth. And there's Sam. There's not much to say about him. He's not really doing anything special in this picture. Okay, here is a ginger Tony Stark wearing a cat shirt. The cat's angry at you, apparently. And he's next to Vision, who is always disappointed to have pictures done with Tony. In fact, I never draw Vision right. Maybe one day I will. I usually draw him like this, kind of. But he's supposed to have more color on his face than that. And here is Quicksilver and the Black Widow. Apparently he got into an accident. He's all derpy, got band-aids on his face, and she got golden lipstick. And this weird looking spider-like thing on her suit. And then we have MJ and Spider-Man. This is from the MJ from the Spider-Man Homecoming. As you can tell, she's different looking. She got hair on her face. And Spider-Man kind of looks like he's squinting. And his spider only has 6 legs. Alright, here is a map of a region that I wrote a story about. There's different areas sectioned off. It's a very funny looking place. This is from my story, Zachary and the Sand Horse. Some of these areas weren't actually used in the story, but as you can see, where they end on one side of the page, they begin on the other, showing that it's the entire world wrapped around in this one picture. Whoops, I'm going backwards. Okay, these are 2 of my characters. They're both young, so I thought I'd draw them together. It's Fruity and Sailor. Fruity's a farm girl. Sailor, as his name suggests, he likes to sail boats. They're both about 5 to 8 years old. And here's Thanos. He says, "Dang boy, should I be blue or purple?" And he's apparently blue. He's got this weird outfit on and those ugly lines down his face. And look, he's wearing this little red thing. If it was further down, I'd say that it was his underwear. It's not. It's just some weird red thing. And also his pants are almost the same color as his skin. And then we have Shuri from the Black Panther. And she has her arms crossed, of course. Phil Coulson and Bruce Banner. And Bruce's glasses are broken. And he's got chest hair, of course. And Phil surprised. Alright, and then he got blonde hair. And he's with an Iron Man that's laughing so hard that it's crying. And he looks disappointed. And Iron Man's still laughing, still crying. And this time he's with a really ugly looking Thor. I mean, this looks nothing like Thor. And here is Odin and Balder. Odin's derping, and Balder's concerned. I kind of messed up right here and didn't make the bubbles proportionate, and they weren't even either. And here's Frigga and Odin. She's confused and he's happy. This is a character from one of my stories, Zachary and the Sandhorse again. I was still writing that story when I was drawing these pictures. She's a witch. I don't think I gave her a name, but she's the mother of one of the main characters. And here's a panda in a little bamboo forest right there. This was my first time drawing a panda. I think it looks decent. I'll probably do a how to draw on it eventually. Leave a comment if you want to see that. Here is a villain that's going to be in the sequel to Zachary and the Sandhorse. He's got this little bottle of poison around his neck. And he's got that little mole, tiny, angry eyes. He's kind of funny looking. Anyways, here is Happy Hogan. All his suits are dirty, so he's wearing this. It's the weirdest, ugliest design I could think of at the moment. It's like brown sleeves, mismatched flowers, and check marks and dots, and he's not very happy about it. And next to him is, and also not very impressed, Stephen Strange. Also known as Doctor Strange, except he's not in his Doctor Strange outfit. He's still a doctor, though. And here is Natasha and Bucky, or the Black Widow and the Winter Soldier. She got curly blonde hair for some reason. And he's got a black bandana this time. And here is Bruce Banner and T'Challa. Bruce has really long hair, and his shirt's mostly unbuttoned for some reason. I guess he got hot. And here's T'Challa. I drew him wrong, so his face is kind of squished looking. And here is Loki and Valkyrie. And part of his helmet got broken off and is inside her ponytail or bun. And she's too derpy to realize that anything's wrong here. And he's very upset by this. And here is Darcy and Thor is so huge. So she's asking, why so large? And he's just like, I didn't use very many colors on his design this time. It's mostly dark brown and gray. And here is, I think that's Jane, with blonde hair for some reason, next to a very pale Tony Stark, who looks like he's from Star Trek. Tony Stark Trek. Okay, that's not that funny. Anyhow, she's derping and he's kind of upset by that. Or concerned, I don't know. And then here's the point where I started writing another story. This one is from The Unknown Truth. This is Mari and Janine. And she says, where have you been? That's one of the lines that's been used the most in that story. And she says, nowhere. And you can tell she's tired. She's been up all night. She loves Daisy, so she put one in her hair and one on her shirt. Okay, this is kind of a spoiler for my story. This is a dog with daisies. As you can guess, she's probably has something to do with Mari. As you can see, she got a big red X scar on her chest. And here is a look at something I call Scotty's painting. The main antagonist in the story is Scotty, but nobody knows that until towards the end. And this is what he drew on his jail cell. This is some kind of huge tower. That's supposed to be him. And I guess that's Rain. And this is a picture of Mari visiting Scotty. See, this is what he looks like, in case you didn't know. That's what he looked like when he was little. He had blonde hair, but eventually he dyed it. And there's the hallway back up out of the jail basement. Here is Vision wearing pajamas, I guess. Again, I didn't draw him right. But I thought that was funny to put him in pajamas. Because he definitely has time for pajamas. Here is Wolverine. With his claws out, apparently. And then this is probably Rhodey. I'm guessing because he has a green shirt. I usually draw Rhodey with a green shirt. And this would be Black Widow. So Rhodey and Black Widow. And the Black Widow's confused. If I can turn the page. There we go. And here is Phil Coulson laughing and crying about Steve, well, Captain America, because he has this really ridiculous outfit on. Look at all that. He gets a whole bunch of stars and spots and squiggles and stripes. And that one little strap that's holding his helmet together. And he's crying because he's sad. And here is Barton, or Hawkeye. He's disgusted. And he has a whole bunch of boomerangs on his shirt, but it looks like bananas. And he's got like these dark sunglasses on for some reason. Next to him is T'Challa, who looks like he de-aged himself. For some reason, he looks like a child now. Alright, here is Thor and Valkyrie. As you can see, she's being weird. And she's hanging on the side of the picture. And he's confused by this. And then we have Thor and Balder. And Thor looks like he's someone's father. He looks like that's his son, but no, they're supposed to be brothers. And then, also, again, I changed stories. I'm now, on this part of the drawing book, I started writing Super Great Man, as you can see. This is the main protagonist, Super Great Man, as you can tell. Great helmet, bulletproof pads, grapevine arm protectors, cut-proof gloves. He's all protected. And this is the main antagonist, Pressure. That's what he looks like. He has a mask, but he's not wearing it currently. Original characters, by the way. Oh, and here is Logan, Wolverine. He's wearing this ugly grayish green outfit. And then there's Storm. And Magneto. I thought he was Magneto, but apparently he's Magneto. He's wearing his red outfit in this picture. And then we have Jane and Thor. And Thor looks nothing like Thor again. But she's happy anyhow. Alright, this is supposed to be Howard Stark and Bucky Barnes. And they're smiling together. And then there's Loki and Hela. And Hela and Odin. Odin has an ugly pink eye patch because I made a mistake. His eye patch was supposed to be green and his eye was supposed to be pink for some reason. But I accidentally switched it around, so now it just looks like a pink flab right there. And here is T'Challa and Rhodey together. Here are the twins from the story Super Great Man, Harold and Samantha. And their mother, Sherry. It's not Cherry, it's Sherry. Whoops. She has red hair though. And here is the secondary antagonist, Squid Squeeze. He's disguised as a squid. There he is. And this is Max, which is Magneto, out of costume. And Johnny Storm. And then, now these are from the story I'm currently writing. These are the main 3 characters in the story that I'm writing called Torture Troop. It's Ryan, Gerald, and Frank. That's sort of what they look like. I'm not exactly sure. That was my first time drawing them. And some more characters from that story. Sarah, Danny, and Summer. Summer's the nurse, so she's wearing a different outfit. Sarah and Danny are the bullies in the story. Here is Thor and Laufey for some reason, and Laufey's too big to fit on the page, so I just drew part of him. Thor thinks this is funny. Almost done with the pictures. There's just a few more. Here is a dog baby named Coins. And that looks like corn, but it's actually coins. Wearing the icicle diaper. Black Spider-Man. And Star-Lord, or Peter Quill. And then we got Doctor Strange and Tony Stark together on one page. And Doctor Strange and Quicksilver. This one is Scott Lang, but I don't exactly remember who this one is. That's probably Scarlet Witch or Wanda. It's the same person, but I guess Wanda. I guess that's Wanda. Wanda and Scott Lang. Here's some more people from my story. I didn't finish coloring it in, because you can see I didn't finish with their eyes and I didn't color in their shirts. This is Tyson Clark and Lionel Hartsworth and Belinda Searfire. These two are the leaders. She's the main leader though, so she's in charge of those two. As you might have guessed, Tyson is the main antagonist in the story. And we're down to the last picture. Human Torch. As you can see, I made his skin kind of pink. He's very fiery. Even his hands are made of fire now. Alright. Well, that's all the pictures I have for now. Don't mind Muffin over there. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up and leave in the comments which picture you like the best. And remember, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Bye!